Welcome to my presentation about pair programming technique. Based on my experience, I prepared this presentation and I'm going to convince you to that method. It's really strong method and it's really important for us, for engineers. I want to show you how to use it, how to do pair programming, and I want to convince you to not be afraid of that. I will also inform you how to convince your PM or your client. So we should start from the beginning. So what is it pair programming? So in general, pair programming is if two programmers work on the one workspace together, and one of them is a driver who writing a code, and the second one is a navigator who controlling, who suggesting and take a big picture of the of the programming. So you have here a definition of that. Why should we do pair programming? So for sure, for learning. So I believe that learning from the other people is the easiest, the quicker way to learn. It's understand the syntax or the architecture or business logic is easy if somebody explains to you. Satisfaction is also really important. So all of us know that we do really exciting things, but sometimes maybe you need somebody to realize it. My team and I are proud with our pair programming, and we discuss around about what we achieve and how fast. We build team spirit because of that, and we learn how to communicate, and we are engaged to the project. No frustration, what does it mean? So if you are alone in the project and you are stuck on something, you're stuck and you are frustrated. But if you have somebody and you can do pair programming, you can resolve the problem. Problem solving, so group of two fixing impossible problems quicker. And there is also other things like code quality or design quality. When should we do pair programming? So for sure, for architecture. So if you design architecture together, it's better for the future. It's more optimized, and you know it together. For code review, you know that checking 1,000 lines, it's difficult, and understand the logic briefly, and it's really hard. So it's maybe good to sit together and do code review together. It's also good for you because maybe you will have to back to that code after some time. Find fixed bugs. So I remember a situation when I sit with Ola, and when she's starting describe the problem, she realized where is the problem. And so the second point of view sometimes is really important to find bugs. And the second person can help you to realize. Explain problems and code structure for sure. Find edge cases. I mean here, for example, if you have to deliver payment implementation, it's good to sit together to go through that, to prepare architecture for that, to find all edge cases, and it's really important to know that part together, it's a payment stuff. And so when also for fun you can do pair programming. Like I mentioned before, there is two roles, so driver and navigator. The driver's responsibilities is most of the writing the code, so he controls the keyboard, and the driver should also explain all part of the code what she writing to be on the same level. The navigator correcting, clarify, observing. Navigator keep big picture, so he should remember about direction, he should suggest the changes, and so suggest some new ideas. watches alert and ask question, especially if there is some unknowns for the navigator. Really important is to switch roles. So it's important to be focused. It's important to learn more and to deliver also better code. If you switch the role, you change the perspective and you find maybe some important facts. It's good to do it each 25-49 minutes, but it's not obvious, it's not a strict rule. So you have to define it all. Communication is the most important part of the pair programming. Remember to asking about everything. Imagine that you skip some question because you was afraid, and this lack of knowledge will have consequences to the end of the session. Because of that also, sometimes maybe you have to slow down and double check with your partner to be on the same level. You should use visual aids, diagrams in pair programming. It's really helps, so you have to remember about the study part, so you have to start from the bigger picture and imagine what you want to achieve. You should use real life analogies and metaphors. You should really listen. If you feel that you're losing focus, maybe you have to take a break. No joking, be involved. So if you're still joking and you still discuss about your personal life or something like that, it's generate frustration and it's generate mistakes. So really important in pair programming is to take a break. So there is a lot of information. So if you go and clear your mind, you back with the new ideas and with new power. So it's good to do it each 30-60 minutes. Really important is to be respectful and patient to your partner. So everyone has something to offer. Teaching is also learning. So you can be a better programmer and the topic can be trivial for you, but be respectful and be patient. Don't look down on your partner. Be gentle with your parent, most important with yourself. So it means, for example, you shouldn't have the computer if you are not a driver, or you should leave a space and play on the speed. Be prepared. So your partner time is also important. So your partner time is as much as important as your time. And be prepared to that. So it's not mean that you should prepare a prototype before pair programming, but maybe it's good to read the description. Clean, shower, so hygiene. Maybe it's funny and you think that it's not related to you, but imagine that sometimes the problem could be cigarettes. So if your partner feel bad with that and he loses focus, do you want to make pair programming with this guy? Probably not. And have fun. It's really important also in pair programming. So no joking, but still, it's for fun. How should we then do pair programming? So here we have a caricature. So there is a lot of points how we shouldn't do pair programming. So don't be a boss. Nobody wants to work with you. Don't be intimidated. So imagine that your partner also feels intimidated. Don't be quiet. Don't work alone. This technique is to work together. So you have to ask about everything. Don't rush. It's cause problem to the end of the session. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't hug the keyboard if you are not a driver. Don't be competitive. You're not made here to show that you're a better programmer or you write faster. How to inform a client about pair programming? How to convince a client to do pair programming, to use that method. So pair programming is for the quality. you deliver fewer defects code and better design code. There is continuous review, so both of you knew that code and it's more optimized. Also, you can convince him by satisfaction. If your employee is satisfied, there are more connections with the product, more connection with the client, they build team spirit and they better communicate and they learn from each other. Also, faster problem solving, learning the part of the application. Clients should remember about the future when he saved the money because of that knowledge by two people. Yeah, some tips about remote pair programming. So you have to share screen, you have to share code because you have to switch roles and share nodes. There is also a topic like extreme pair programming, but it's not the point of this presentation, so in the next one. I know that most of you using that method in normal work environment, but we should constantly improve that method and we should be focused on that and it should be our priority. So share the problems with your pair programming, so maybe we can help, and try to be navigator and try to be driver. Feel comfortable with both roles and with your team members. Yeah, learn from others, so we have to share our knowledge and do it as often as possible. Of course, it's not so easy, so it's related to client and project managers, but try it, it's worth. So, in summary, it's really good sentence. Despite the reluctance and preconceptions, pair programming is well worth the investment, and it should be a part of software engineers' normal daily practice. Yeah, so thank you very much. I also added here some questions which I got before when I present first time this presentation today, and I decided to add it because I think I can share more with you, and it's really important. So, how long have you been doing pair programming? So last year I think we do it more often, but previously we also did pair programming, but we don't treat it like that. So it's long time, and maybe sometimes you also don't feel that it's a pair programming, but it is. Do you have one partner? No. Maybe, yeah. Yes, I have one partner, but in pair programming you don't have to have one partner, and you can you can change partners. Yeah. Do you prefer being a driver to a navigator? I don't have my preferences, and both of them are good for learning, and it's difficult to be a driver sometimes because you have to follow up, you have to write, and the other people look on you, but also the navigator is hard to be because it's not a point to look only and approve at the end and be satisfied that we do it. You have to understand everything, and you have to remember about big picture and suggest some changes. Yeah, so about difficulties. Who assign the partners? So it's not. There is no rule with that. So you should choose the person who have the bigger knowledge about this part, about this project, or about this technique. Do you have any advices? So my advice is to do it and to not be afraid with that. So it's really worth to do that. If you have any question, I can try to answer it.
How long should take such a session? Breaks and changes roles?
Yeah, so there is no rule with that. So the pair programming can take 15 minutes without changing the rules. And it's also treated pair programming, yeah? And you can spend whole day with switching, with breaks, with everything. And it's also pair programming. It depends on on the topic, yeah.
When should you do it? Like, is it possible to employ it just as a, let's develop this feature together, or is it a daily practice that we spend each day doing pair programming for each feature, maybe with different partners?
I think in our situation the best way is to think about that on planning sessions. So if you feel that the topic is really difficult, maybe you should suggest that we can start it from, so we can create architecture together, we can do it whole topic together, yeah. So it's good to start, I think, in the planning session. But in smaller things, you can ask briefly your team members about help and sit together to fix the problem quicker and deliver your sprint.
You mentioned about extreme pair programming, and I think it will be later that you will be talking about.
Yes.
Okay. So the framework itself is suggesting some rules for the pair programming, or not?
But for extreme pair programming?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to talk about that. So extreme programming is also not good know maybe. So it's a programming for multiple people. Sometimes it's mean like that. So it's not only by pair but so whole groups. Sometimes it's because of the problems. Yeah.
So in your Scrum team, how you are using it now, like in the sprints? So are you doing? Who is deciding for pair programming and how long it takes in general, like for your?
Yeah, so we are deciding on planning session mostly, yeah, or if there is
daily stand-ups.
yeah, or on daily stand-ups if there is a bug, yeah, and we have to find the reason as quick as possible. Then we think maybe you can look on that, we can sit together and maybe you find it because you have other point of view.
And do you time box now?
Yes, mostly
Like
yes.
how long? So if I would like to use pair programming in my sprints, what I should start with?
So it depends on the task. So sometimes it's enough to sit for the 15 minutes and it's done. Yeah. Sometimes you have to sit longer, but we had also situation when we have deadline and the feature was really huge. So we decided to do it in pair, so together to better understand that, to deliver it quicker, and it was success. So, and the client accept that because he also wants to do it quick as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your suggestion here that just do it and you will see how it will go, like with the time boxes and so on, right? And you should mainly decide in the team plannings and in the daily stand-ups if there are impediments.
Yeah, so I think it's good to set a time box, yeah, because it's also accepted by your client that you will spend that time on the pair programming. So it's good to think, make a plan, so and create a time box for that. But if it's not fit in that time box, maybe you have to schedule a new meeting for that.
And one last question. You should do the pair programming with someone inside your team, or also it can be outside of your team?
Of course, it can be with somebody outside of your team. Yeah. So we have to share our knowledge. Maybe somebody in the company have knowledge about the thing what you are doing now. So it's good. We have to share our knowledge.
And what about front and back end?
Also, why not? So it's could be more complicated, yeah.
But even this, I should try writing JavaScript or.
Yeah, but if you are a navigator and the front end is a driver, he could write. You can keep big picture and try and asking and understand the code, yeah.
So
it will be problem with switch, yeah.
So yes,
if you don't know the
exactly
language.
switching. So do you have to switch roles in the one session, or
No, so in that situation, maybe it's not worth to switch.
What should be the main goal of pair programming? Do we have any main objective?
Well, so I saw the objective, and I think all of them are really important. Yeah. So it's deliver multiple types.
And should it be done experienced and inexperienced developer, or should
No.
it be same level? Like, are there any suggestions?
I think in all levels. Yeah. So the level is not important here. Yeah. So you can share your knowledge and do pair programming because of that, and you can learn by teaching also. And on the same level, you can share your knowledge and define something.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Okay.
And one more thing, that because you said when you were announcing it, should it be only for programming, or other type of activities also can be done in pair? Are there any researches about that? So, for example, I'm writing an email. Should I do pair email writing?
Maybe. Why not? So the basic rule, so the definition maybe is 3 to programmer, yeah? But those rules are connected to each that kind of situation. So we can easily treat our designers when they sit together and write diagram on board. It's also pair programming somehow.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.